Hey, anybody who's following the journey, we continue our goal toward uh, one of my dreams in life. I intend to open a gaming paradise, as I call it, a place that people can go for an immersive D&D experience, or whatever other game they want to play there. I'm trying to build a tavern-like aesthetic where people will be able to go play, eat food, drink with their friends, that type of thing. Um, I have come up with a name. I don't believe that had been determined whenever we last spoke. Short Rest is the name of it. We thought that would be a fun pun on the tavern idea. But we're getting there. This video will be called a hiccup in the journey because it's taken some time with zoning and planning and all of that and getting the loan. Had to have my parents help me. I'm actually staying with my parents still. I've been staying with my parents for about 6 months now, when it was intended to be less than 3. And it looks like I'm still going to be with them for a little while. Now, those of you who know my story and know what's going on with my parents, you probably know that this is actually not necessarily a bad thing. My mom hasn't been doing particularly well for the past several years, so it's kind of good to be here for her and also get to spend time with her while I still can. So it's good in ways. Still, though, I would love to be continuing the journey to Short Rest. You may notice I look quite a bit different than last we spoke. Got several tattoos on my arm now. I haven't shaved in a little while. I've been going through quite a bit of depression. I actually shaved off all of my hair. No, you don't get to see it. I decided that the only reason I was still trying to cover up the fact that I was bald was because of one person who seemed obsessed with the concept of me being bald, and that one person doesn't care about me anymore, and I'm finally starting to accept that. I wish they did, but they don't, and I have to accept that. I have been relating a lot to the song Mbop lately, which is really funny because I don't know if you guys have ever heard this story, but Mbop was, I think, the first CD I ever owned, Hanson's Mbop, and because I had bought cassettes all the way up until that point in my life. So they had a meaning to me way back whenever I was in junior high or so. May have been high school. I'm not for sure. Time is an interesting thing. But there's, the entire first verse is a very meaningful ballad about you really can't predict how quickly time's going by. And when you get old and start losing your hair, can you tell me who will still care? Because you say you can, but you don't know. 2 years ago, I would have never believed that certain people that I thought would be in my life forever would no longer be speaking to me. I'd never believed that I'd be struggling to land at a job that I truly enjoy. I had my rough moments at the job that I was working, but I worked it with somebody that meant a lot to me, and I stayed with it as a result. And now I have a great crew around me. They're amazing people, and they followed me from job to job because they all love working together. I'm not going to give any credit to myself on that. They love working with each other. I adore them, and some of them are my closest friends. But I still think they're more connected to each other than they are to me because I'm significantly older than any of them. They mean the world to me, though. I care about them all very much. One of them's my best friend. I don't know what I'd do without her at this point. I really care about her. But it's just one of those things where I hoped I would be somewhere better. Um, Even when my life started falling apart, I guess I hoped that I would be able to spring back and move on. And I haven't been able to do that. Um, the people that I lost that meant so much to me apparently meant enough to me that I can't really find anybody that would replace them in my life. And it's something that's still difficult for me to deal with, especially this past month when I was celebrating my birthday. It was another meaningful birthday, just like 2022 was, that I missed out on a meaningful birthday. And one of those people that meant the world to me shared that birth month. In fact, their birthday was exactly 2 weeks after mine. And not being able to share that with them anymore is very painful to me. I also found out last month that my ex-wife has been dating the same guy for a long time now, and I'm so very happy for her. I really want her to be happy because she means the world to me. I absolutely love her. I wish I could have made things work with her. I tried. I struggled even when I was going through what I was going through 2 years ago. I was still trying to make things work with her because she meant so much to me. Um, so if she's happy, that's all I can ask for. I just I wish I wish the two people that meant the most to me's happiness wasn't always at the expense of mine. Because the other person, I guess they're dating someone new. Their fiance and them separated some time ago. And I guess they found someone new. And if they're happy, I'm very happy for them because I that's all you can ever want for the people you care about. People don't seem to understand what that person meant to me. Everyone seems to think that I treated them like an object or something along those lines just because you know what, I'm not even going to guess at why they think I felt that way anymore. I'm not even going to try to guess why they would think that me falling for the person that was my best friend, that I enjoyed talking to every minute of every day, that we never ran out of topics to talk about, that I shared interests with and was fascinated to hear their opinions on stuff, why that would be objectification. But, I mean, I guess they took 5 things I said or did to mean something that counteracted 4 years of a friendship that meant everything. But anyway, that's 4 minutes of your life you lost listening to me talk about my life. But that's affects how the building of the store is going too. So I've finally ordered the home that I will live in, and the goal is to basically separate a section from it, rezone the property. The property that I own currently is zoned residential. It can be zoned commercial if it needs to be. I'm trying to get it zoned mixed use so that I can actually live in the back and have the business in the front. I'm not exactly sure what that entails yet. That's going to be a whole nother project, but I really want to get everything to where it needs to be before I start worrying about that. Because to be honest with you, even if I can only build this fantasy tavern aesthetic and just play with my friends there, I'm perfectly fine with that. For the few friends that I have left, I will admit, the people that meant the most to me for years and years and years and years and years, that had been by me for years, like anytime I run into them, even though we don't see each other the way we used to, they all are very friendly. They speak to me kindly. I miss them, and it's hard to go back to somebody that you haven't really spoken to in 2 years since you had your mental breakdown and be like, hey, how's it going? Are we still good? I mean, I don't even know beginning what to say. The weirdest thing about something happened back in January that kind of, no, I guess it was December already. It was December or January. Something happened that kind of finally snapped me out of whatever I've been going through all this time. And the horrible thing is now all of that feels like a fog. Some of it has to do with the electrocution back in September, and some of it has to do with, I don't know. This incident, this event, just kind of put me in a place where I'm more like who I used to be than ever before. And it sucks because it's like not only can I not remember a lot of the things and people that I met over the past 2 years, but I feel connected even more to my feelings and emotions from 2 years ago, to the point where I'm like, I don't understand what happened. I don't understand how I failed, and I don't know. Again, here I am talking about my emotions, but again, it's part of this journey. So I'm getting there. I'm trying to get this shop open. I'm trying to get this home. The home has been ordered. It's might not get delivered till October. I'd say that's probably going to be the real thing. Realistically, I've been told that we may have to replace all the piping on the property. It may be all old copper piping. Setting a pole is going to be ridiculously expensive in Owensboro. I cannot believe how expensive it's going to be. I think it's cheaper in Evansville because one of my friends actually recently had some damage to their house. And it's going to cost a lot more than I thought it was going to cost. So this project that I was hoping to get done fast is going to take some time, but I'm trying to get there. I am going to get there. I mean, that's all there is to it. I have to. It's the only thing I really have going in my life right now. It's the only thing that gives me hope for the future. So I have to get it done. So that's really the only update I have. I've got a lot of plans for what I want to do. As far as on a personal note, I'm going to design the room that I'm going to live in to look like a studio apartment, to the point that I found some brick paneling that I can put up to go with my pipe aesthetic that I'm going with, the exposed metal piping, to really give it that New York City studio feel. You guys will get to see that studio eventually, because I'm actually going to set up a complete streaming setup from there so that I can talk there and do things there, explaining more about the project I'm currently working on. And if anybody's interested, please reach out to me. I don't really use social media anymore, but I do still access the DMs and PMs on them. So reach out to me. Let me know. I'm trying to start a stream to kind of get the word out there about Short Rest. Dungeons and Dragons streams are a dime a dozen, though, so I'm really into the Essence Roll20 program from or Essence 20 from Hasbro and Renegade Games. So I'm really looking into doing a Power Ranger stream. I really need 5 players to do that. I want as diverse players as possible, some that have played before in RPGs. I'd love to have one that's actually really familiar with the Power Rangers system, the Essence system. I'd love to have one who literally just hasn't ever done any RPG before, that's just interested in the theatrical aspect of it. It's going to be a role-playing heavy game. We will, of course, still be doing combat and that type of thing, but I want a lot of it to be storytelling. I'm still a huge fan of Critical Role. I know everybody compares everything to Critical Role. I'm a huge fan of Critical Role, and part of the thing that makes me a huge fan of that is the relationships that they've built up. So I kind of really want to get a feel for everyone always says the Breakfast Club style Power Rangers from 2017, that type of thing. But I do really want it to have the feel of these kids getting to know each other and bonding as a family and a team. and I really want a lot of that to be done through story. So like I said, reach out to me if you're interested in that. The more streaming we could do in advance before we get short rest set up, the better. I've found some concepts for using laminate to do the walls, so that it looks a little bit more realistic than paneling would. Paneling tends to go up and down instead of horizontally, and I don't really like that aesthetic. Laminate could do horizontal, so we can ask to follow that aspect. Um, Other than that, like I said, the stream is the main goal. Up ahead, I plan to create my Hero Forge miniatures or play the players, paint them all up. Have a neat little board that people can watch in addition to watching the people talk. I really want it to be entirely an in-person game. I really don't want it to be a bunch of different people on screens that we're dealing with. It's something that I'd really like to do just to get the word out about short rest in advance. I've got a theory that I could get some sponsors for it and whatnot. So please reach out, contact me if you're interested. It's something that I can't do alone. Anyway, I guess I'll stop now because I'm like 17 minutes into this video and you're probably all getting bored of it by now. But just keep me in your thoughts. If you can help me out in any way, I'd love to have you help me out. But more than anything, just know that sometimes the depression that's not the sad, cry depression is worse than the sad, cry depression. Sometimes when you just kind of feel, it's not even numb or empty, but even whenever you just feel there, it's actually a lot more uncomfortable. Anyway, I'll probably have an update if I'm able to go to End War. I'd love to have somebody to go with this year, or else I probably won't go. If I go to End War, I'll probably put up an update about short rest then. And take care. If any of you are out there that are my close friends and want to give me a shout out and say, hey, we do still care, we'd love to hear from you again, reach out, because I need that right now, trust me. I really am starting to wonder who still cares. I love y'all.